Welcome to Violet Light Tarot. This is the Sagittarius reading for July of 2020. Welcome to all Sagittarius, whether you are Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Cross Watchers are always welcome as well. We are doing a single reading for all of Sagittarian energies that are joining us for this reading. We're going to be having tarot cards, crystal healing cards, energy card, and a shadow card. Remember to take what resonates, leave out what doesn't, don't make anything fit that doesn't actually fit your vibe. Also check your other signs as well, just in case they may be more to your current energies. If you're looking for something that's a little more personal to you specifically, whether it's with regard to your current energies or your love life, or what have you, please check the description below. There's a link to the store where you can purchase that individual reading that's just for you. Also, as the thumbnail suggests, we're having a giveaway. If you watch this video between when it's uploaded and July 10, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. You will automatically be entered into a draw that takes place on July 12 for a personal free reading. That's right, absolutely free for you, which we can work around your schedule. We're looking at hopefully doing them on the 15th. So yeah, that'll absolutely be personal to you and individual to your needs and requests. So yeah, again, you have to comment and subscribe just to the July prediction videos between now and July 10. So we will go ahead and get started with this reading, Sagittarius. How have you been? How was your, whether it was a long weekend or a broken week, depending on whether you're Canadian or American, happy holiday, belated holiday. For all other countries, hope you had a wonderful weekend as well. We're starting out with you, Sagittarius, with the Justice card, and we also have the Six of Swords in reverse. So I'm not sure. Every time I go to start a conversation. The Knight of Swords, upright. I'm going to pull 3 clarifiers as well. So hoping that your full moon in Capricorn went well for you with the lunar eclipse and all the energies that go with that, as well as, of course, the Saturn in Capricorn as well, with the retrograde and everything. Thankfully, we're getting out of the Mercury retrograde by the 12th, which is, I think everybody's going to be relieved for that one. Oh, almost had her over. Okay, so your first clarifier for the Justice card is actually going to be the Seven of Wands in reverse. And your clarifier for the Six of Swords in reverse is going to be the High Priestess in reverse. My apologies, the High Priest in reverse. So basically the Hierophant. And your last tarot card for your spread is actually the Ace of Pentacles, which is going to clarify your Knight of Swords. So Sagittarius, what I'm seeing for you for July is that something is coming in within balance for you, whether it happens to be an actual justice that's taking place, like as in a court case or a lawsuit of some type that's actually coming with a verdict in your favor, or whether it's just justice in general with regard to how your life has been and maybe some conflicts that you've been having interpersonally or with work situations. You do have clarifying that the Seven of Wands in reverse as well, which is awesome because it means that you are literally no longer feeling that defensive mode that you've been in lately. The Six of Swords in reverse is a little bit different to what you usually like to do, Sagittarius. You're very adventurous, you're very travel-oriented. But right now it's basically stating that you're having a bit of an issue with regard to starting on a new venture or moving forward with something. It could actually be you moving. You're having an issue with that as well. With the Hierophant in reverse, I always see that as being basically a bit of a loss of belief or a loss in belief. And it could be that you're feeling a bit more stuck right now with regard to whatever this particular justice that's come to you happens to be. You may have lost a bit of faith in just life and in general, unfortunately, and it's caused you to feel a little bit more stuck or to not really have that motivation to travel or to move or what have you as you normally would. You do, however, have the Knight of Swords coming in, which is a very, very fast, it's like literally the fastest knight. It's a message with regard to truth, again, which could have something to do with this justice that's coming towards you. And it also has to do with something with regard to your finances, your home, your family, something in the 3D material realm. It's something new as well. So it's basically you're receiving justice, which is allowing you to remove yourself from that need to defend yourself. And so your defenses can now be lowered. You've lost a bit of your hope lately, or a bit of your faith lately. Not hope necessarily, but faith. And so you're not really at this time feeling as if moving or traveling or like going in a forward motion is really what you're into at the moment. But you do have something coming in with regard to a new venture, whether it's a financial venture. It could also be a message with regard to finance in respect to the actual whatever this happens to be. If like I said, if it's a court case or it's a lawsuit or something, it could literally be that it happened in your favor and you are winning whatever monies are due to you because of that. Your crystal healing for this particular month of July is going to be... Oh, there we go. It's the pink granite. And if you're into numbers, it's number 36. It also has, the border on this one is a bit of a blue. It's kind of weird. It's sort of a blue-purple. So I'm seeing that as like a third eye, sort of a bit of your intuition maybe opening at this particular time as well. And as this is still a bit of a new deck for me, I am going to look at the book and just see what we can find out regarding this particular card and what the message with regard to the healing and this particular crystal is. So the pink granite, there you go, is the lightning bolt. Okay, cut yourself loose, become more grounded. Learning experiences occur regularly and serendipitous synchronicities put you in exactly the right place at the right time. Be assertive and make things happen. Events move with surprising speed once you focus your intention. So, again, once you're dropping that defense mechanism that you've got going on right now, things are going to be moving with haste towards you with regard to finance, home life, family. You are feeling a bit stuck right now, but I don't see this, especially with this coming in, I don't see that as being a long-term thing. And I really do feel that being more grounded may also be where, instead of being more hopeful as you normally would, you're kind of looking more into the feeling grounded, really having your feet firmly on the ground instead of up in the clouds, as it were. There is a positive message as well, advising that maintain balance in a relationship. You need diplomacy and tact, always. Lightning can strike twice. If dealing with ancient strife, look at the bigger picture. Your healing insight for this particular month, Sagittarius, is everything must pass away. Death precedes transformation and rebirth. Now remember, that concept of death is going to be the same as the concept within the death card itself, for the card of Scorpio, in that it's the death of a particular phase or chapter to transform into your next self. It's not literal death. If you have had a literal death recently, I'm sorry for your loss. But for the most part, it's referring to a death of one chapter or one phase of your life and a birth of a new transformative power within you. Your energy card for this particular month of July is going to be a little harder to get because these are sticking together a little bit. Hang on. Oh, good. One look. Magician in the mirror. So again, manifestation. So not only is it referring to manifestation as the normal magician card would be, but magician in the mirror, I see, just a note, this is also number 53, 5-3. Magician in the mirror, I also see it as a mirror image, and usually what that refers to is really, what are you reflecting at this time? What is it that what are you projecting out, which is coming back to you with regard to your relationships? And I don't necessarily mean romantic relationships, just relationships with others, are usually going to be some kind of mirror of what you're feeling and what you're going through. So the magician at this time is really, again, coming in with regard to manifestation most of the time, and also coming in with regard to this new venture, with whether it's a new home or a new financial venture, investment, what have you, a check in the mail because of whatever the justice happens to be. I am seeing right now that you... Oh. Okay, for some of you, whatever this happens to be with regard to the justice and whatever it happened to be in the courts has something to do with the sale or purchase of a new home, whether it's a condo, home, townhouse, doesn't matter. And something happened with regard to that purchase that actually needed the court system to get involved. Whether it was contractors, whether it was something to do with the original owner, the real estate, I don't know what it is, but it's going to depend, because like I said, this is a general reading, so it's going to be a whole bunch of different people with a whole bunch of different things. Sadly, it's going to be a lot of people. But you've been defensive because you've actually been losing faith in the fact that you will actually be able to move into this new place, which has also made you defensive because as you're usually getting ready to move into a new place and you find out what your date is, you also end up giving notice to the old place. And when this pause happened with regard to your move, it put you in a little bit of a stressful situation because you didn't have whoever you were dealing with regard to the place you currently live was giving you a hard time about, well, you've already given notice, so you can't stay. So what I'm seeing is that you have been manifesting and hoping, and you had lost faith a bit because it's been taking so long, but your manifestations with regard to that move are actually taking place. Now, whether you're actually getting to move into the place you wanted to move or you found a new place, whatever it is, however it works, it's actually worked out in your favor somehow. Remember, manifestations, the universe will give you what you need, not necessarily what you want. So you are getting notice with regard to, again, it's a material thing, so it could be another place that's come up, or an alternative, or some place that you can stay in while everything gets settled with regard to the justice, which has actually taken place. So whatever the court case is, it looks like it's actually gone in your favor, but of course there's still a bit of a delay between the verdict and the actual carrying out of. So you are manifesting where you need to go, what you need to be able to move, not have to worry about ending up, in your car or what have you, while your new place is in limbo. You're going to be okay. That's all I'm saying, is that you are literally going to be okay with that. Your shadow card, which refers to what other concerns you may have had, or underlying issues, or something that's somebody else's energies that have been affecting you for this particular month, or will be affecting you. I guess not have been, but will. Whoa. Okay. Caught him. Okay, Sagittarius, so you have Kailish with endurance. Again, very, very understandable with regard, especially to that situation that I've just been speaking of, is you really feeling very tired at this time and wondering if you really have the strength or the stamina to keep going, really losing that faith in that move, and really losing that faith in your own ability to keep up with what's going on at this time. So what I see, though, is that this is a shadow. This is not a truth. This is what you're concerned about or worried about. Worries are not truth. Worries are stress. Stress is thinking about a future that hasn't happened and potentially will never happen. What I see for you, Sagittarius, for July of 2020 is that everything with regard to the case or the move or what have you that requires justice is actually going to go in your favor. You're going to be able to not worry about having to be defensive, or not worry about having to defend your family in some way or yourself. You will be able to move. You're not moving at this particular moment, and that's what the energy here is that you're feeling stuck and very much that you've lost your faith in this. But whatever message is coming towards you, it's going to let you know that things have worked out in your favor. And whatever's going to happen will be exactly what needs to happen for you, and you will be okay for this month. Thank you so much for joining. It's been really wonderful reading for you. Try and have a good July, Sagittarius. Please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Please don't forget about the contest. Love to do a free reading for you. Talk to you again soon. Bye for now.